Oh, I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. I said I woke up this morning with my mind and it was stayed on freedom. I said I woke up this morning with my mind and it was stayed on freedom. Hallelujah, hallelujah, oh hallelujah. Well, there ain't no harm keeping your mind stayed on freedom. I said there ain't no harm keeping your mind stayed on freedom. I said there ain't no harm keeping your mind stayed on freedom. Hallelujah, hallelujah, oh hallelujah. We are marching and singing with our minds stayed on freedom. We are singing and praying with our minds stayed on freedom. We are people protesting with our minds stayed on freedom. Hallelujah, hallelujah, oh hallelujah. You've got to walk, walk, you've got to walk, walk, you've got to walk with your mind on freedom. You've got to talk, talk, you've got to talk, talk, you've got to talk with your mind on freedom. You've got to walk, walk, you've got to talk, talk, you've got to walk with your mind on freedom. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Well, I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. I said I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. I said I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on freedom. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Thank you, thank you.
Woo. Where did we find you? Can you stick around? I mean, you'll be here next week. All right.
I will.
Wow. I feel like we're punching above our weight musically. And
Just
in
right.
in a lot of ways.
Just right.
So, y'all notice anything different today? Our screen is undergoing repairs. The motor on it, which has not been working for a while, but I'm kind of realizing how dependent I am on that screen. You know, I even got in this morning, was tweaking the slides so they did. So this morning, more than usual, you need one of these. The order of service. We're going old style, and there's more, I'm sure, in the foyer if you need one. But for our songs and for our responsive reading and just to know what's happening, you'll need one of these. If you are visiting this morning, we're so glad to have you. And boy, do you have good timing, because we're having a shorter than usual service and a free lunch. And it looks beautiful out there. It's been set out. Beautiful weather, and we have picnic tables. We have canopies for shade. Because this is our second annual Fall Festival Stewardship Kickoff. Last year it got a little warm, so we planned for more canopies this year, so we'll all be in the shade, and some wonderful food has been prepared. If you did not bring food, don't worry. There's plenty of food, good food, and you'll hear more about that later in the service. But we are so glad you're here. It will be an abbreviated service, and so we won't be doing our normal joys and concerns. If there is something you want Rev. Renee to know about, or the care team, you still can fill this out and just drop it later in the offering basket. Visitors can also, if you want to fill out this card giving us your info, you can drop that also in the offering basket. All right. Well, since we're an abbreviated service, let's go right to the opening words.
Thanks, Gene. I sure do love doing services with you. I sure do. My gosh. Hi. Good morning. I am so happy to be with y'all this morning on our Fall Festival Day and on our kickoff to stewardship. For everyone, but especially for Unitarian Universalists, stewardship is so much more than money. I mean, money's important. It takes $200,000 a year to do what we do here. And we have that ability because of you. UUFF is a beacon of liberal religion in Northwest Arkansas, and it is important, perhaps more important now than it's ever been. That's why you give. That's why I give. And it takes more than money. Stewardship is caring for the grounds. It's singing in the choir. It's teaching and caring for our young ones. It's working the Pride booth. It's being on committees. It's bringing something to the potluck. It's packing bags for the unhoused and then taking it to them. It's so much more. We aren't just a church. We are a community. A community of like-minded people with the goal of making our city and our region and our world a better place. And we are. We care for more than just what is ours. I mean, of course we care for our building. Of course we care for our beautiful grounds. But we also care for our programming, both in and outside of our doors. We are carrying a flame. UUFF has a long legacy, 75 years next year. We have a responsibility to carry this flame forward for the next generation. The next generation of beautiful young ones. And we're paying it forward. The good fiscal health of our fellowship right now is due to the generosity of our past members and friends. We are the current generation, and it is our responsibility to keep it going. Dear ones, it is our shared inheritance. It's our shared inheritance. You deserve it. You work for it. I deserve it. I work for it. It's ours. And the way we do it is by things like a stewardship drive. Ours is a generosity of spirit. We are generous with our action. We are generous with our love. And we are generous with our fiscal resources. Yeah, the green paper. It's important. Please, please, pretty please, pledge your green paper so that our operations can run. But we are so much more than money. I'm going to say that again. We are so much more than money. I love it when we work together and do big things. I love it. I'm hoping we can do even more and bigger things in 2026. It is my greatest hope that we can continue to connect with each other. I want to connect with you. I want you to connect with each other, because our shared connection grows us and grows our ability to do work here in this region. I want our beacon to shine even brighter. Our beacon shines so bright that it has lit the way for people for so many years. I want to keep that beacon shining so that our light can light the way. I feel kind of strongly about it. Okay, in your order of service, you will see a responsive reading. All that we are, together and individually, is part of the abundance of the universe. We are made of stars. We are made of earth. All that we have comes from earth, from the labor of those in our communities.
From the cities, farms, and oceans that environ us, the world and those who live in it.
We are surrounded by blessings, by grace, and by possibilities.
We are reflected in every other human being.
We respect and honor one another's differences.
We celebrate our interbeing with abundance and the practice of generosity.
I love that. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Last line. Come, let us worship together. I forgot that one. Sorry.
It is time for our chalice lighting. If you don't have the words memorized, they're in your order of service. Love is the spirit of this community, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in truth, and to help one another. Thus do we covenant together.
Okay, so old school style, I have to wait for you to get your hymnal out. I know, I like it too. So we get our hymnals out and we turn to number 1, 2, 3. This is the UU National Anthem, if there ever was one. And show me that you're ready by standing as you're able. Ready? Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea. Move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me. One more time. Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea. Move in the hand,
Okay, your order of service says offering and announcements. I'm going to hold off on the announcements till towards the end of the service, but it is time for our offering. This is a place that is sustained almost entirely by the free will gifts of its members and friends who give very generously. People in the past gave generously to provide this place that was built in 1965. As it has been said, we drink from wells we did not dig. We rest in the shade of trees we did not plant. Hallelujah. And may we dig wells and plant trees for the future generations. Would our ushers come to the front as we give and receive the offering?
It's easy to forget how wonderful our world really is in the political climate and things that we're going through right now. But it is wonderful. And I'm so glad to be in it with you all. I see trees of green, red roses too, and I see them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of the people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world. Ooh. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Ooh. Thank you. we actually get started on this little homily, I want to invite Janet and Gretchen up to the pulpit to share about one of the activities that we'll participate in this afternoon.
Good morning. My name is Janet Titus, and this morning, Reverend Renee is speaking about our UU core values, specifically generosity. Gretchen and I want to shine the beacon on our fifth principle, which addresses our right to the use of the democratic process. Gretchen and I are here this morning to highlight two organizations that can help you do that this morning at our Fall Festival. Vote Forward is a data-driven, analytic-oriented organization that is working to enable grassroots volunteers. Those volunteers then help Vote Forward to test innovative and high-impact tactics to encourage folks to vote. Their voter contact campaigns are mostly nonpartisan and consistent with their core 501c3 and 501c4 mission, which works to mobilize potential voters in historically marginalized communities. Vote Forward also supports some partisan campaigns that work to encourage highly likely Democratic voters to turn out in strategic states and districts. This organization started in 2017, and since then, over 285,000 volunteers have written more than 40 million letters to voters. Vote Forward has the support of various nonprofit, political, and corporate partners such as Indivisible, the National Resources Defense Council, Patagonia, and more. Through their research, Vote Forward has proven that handwritten letters can statistically significantly boost voter turnout. Then they have worked to massively scale up this tactic. Through the use of rigorous and repeated randomized controlled trials, they are constantly developing more new and innovative tactics for the upcoming election cycle. This morning, Gretchen and I are here to ask you to participate in one of their letter writing campaigns, and she'll go into details on that in a minute. Swing Left is their sister organization and is also evidence-driven. Their current goal is nothing less than to flip the National House of Representatives by targeting highly competitive swing district races in 2026 and elect more Democrats. We will have more information about Swing Left at our table at the Fall Festival for those who are more interested in that.
Hi, good morning. So, as Janet mentioned, today she and I will have a table set up at the picnic. And we'd like to invite you to join us in our Vote Forward effort to reach out to California voters about Proposition 50. Let's talk about Proposition 50. And I hope you'll bear with me while I digress just one moment and to tell you a little story. Many of you know my son Chase, who was raised in this church. And about 20 years ago, I don't know how that happened, when Chase was 10, we were sitting right here in this congregation, and some type of reference had to have been made to mega churches. And I leaned over to Chase and I said, you know, honey, in some states, they have big Unitarian churches with thousands of members. And Chase looked at me and his eyes got really big, and we kind of looked up to the ceiling in wonder at the thought of that. And I swear I could hear like a little heavenly chorus in the background. Y'all, that was how I felt when I learned that California actually has an independent election committee that sets up congressional districts every 10 years after the census. Just imagine. Proposition 50 is an amendment to the state constitution, and as such, it requires a vote of the people. It's not just mandated. This amendment provides a one-time redistricting by the state legislature that is in response to the gerrymandering done recently in Texas. This act contains language that proposes an independent nationwide districting commission. Again, imagine. And it requires that California will revert to its independent redistricting process following the next census in 2030. Today, we will have pre-printed letters. Let's see, it look like this, that have a space for you to write a message to voters asking that they inform themselves about Proposition 50, also known as the Election Rigging Response Act, and reminding them to vote in the election on November 4th. The address for the recipient is at the bottom of the page. All you need to do is put your letter in the envelope provided, put a stamp on it, and return them to us. Completing 5 letters is very easy and takes under 15 minutes. As Janet mentioned, Vote Forward is a nonpartisan organization, so your messages need to be ones that attempt to encourage, not sway. If you don't know what to write, don't worry. We have sample letters to share with you. Thank you for your time and for participating in this effort with us.
Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Gretchen. Remember how I said we take care of programming inside and outside of our building? Yeah, this is part of that. Dear ones, once upon a time, there was a family. And maybe this family had not quite enough to eat. Or maybe they had just enough. Or perhaps they had more than enough. You might not have been able to tell. They might not have been able to tell. Sometimes it's hard to tell if you have enough or not. It's hard to want more or different things than you have. It's hard not to want more or different things than you have. In any case, this family came together one autumn day for a celebration, a feast, a time of gratitude and giving back. They gathered, as we are about to do, around a table. And there was food and drink and flowers to remind them of beauty. And then there was a call from the gate outside their door. Hello, we are hungry and thirsty, and we see you have a feast. May we come in? Well, the family didn't know how to answer. Who were these people at the gate? Was it safe to let these people in? Did we have enough to share? Was there room? But they remembered. They remembered that most of them had come to this family, to this celebration from somewhere else. They remembered that even they who were at that table had not always been kind to each other. There had been times when they hurt each other's feelings. Of course, they were human. And there were still times when they made each other sad or didn't agree on everything. There's no way to make life completely safe. There's no way. They remembered times when others had shared with them, even when the others might not have had quite enough of their own. They remembered when each new member of the family had been born, or come to stay, or married in. They remembered that they had always found a way to make room. And they remembered an old saying. When you have more than you need, it's better to build a longer table than a higher fence. We have enough, they said. We might have more than enough. We are many, and we are strong. And we can hold a safe place here in our home for all who come. And so they went out of their door and to the gate of the fence, and they opened the gate. They invited the people who were there in. Inside, they pulled out another table and made space for the newcomers. They covered it with a cloth. And the newcomers set up on it a dish full of something fragrant and delicious, which was strange and wonderful to the family. And everybody shared, and there was enough. There was the perfect amount. I do want us to notice that we only heard one part of that story. We only heard one point of view from that story. We heard the story of the people who were in the family in the house ready to feast. We don't know the story of the people at the gate. We didn't hear the story of the folks that were wanting to come in. We don't know who they were or why they're there or what they bring to the table other than the strange and wonderful food. So when you hear other people's stories, I want you to think about whose they are and whose they aren't. And what those other stories might have been. Dear ones, I know that we all listen to stories. You listen to the stories and you care. That's clear to me. It's obvious to me. I love that about you. You are carrying a flame and you are paying it forward to the next generation. Yes. Yes, we are listening to the stories. I see you do it. And not only are we listening to them, we are using our stories mixed with the stories of others as fuel for the beacon I was talking about earlier, so that we may light the way for others who feel like they're in the dark. Thank you. Thank you for lighting the way. Thank you for your time, your generosity of your talents, the generosity of your treasure. Thank you. Thank
you. As we extinguish the chalice, I invite you to read these words along with me. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. One more thing.
A very brief thing. So if you don't know, I teach the CRE class downstairs. As you're walking out the sidewalk right here, our lesson downstairs was to match upstairs generosity. Our children have drawn circles of generosity and caring, starting with themselves. So I would encourage you to look at what that looks like. When we start with ourselves and just keep going, I think it's really cool.
Okay, so it's time to go, but as you're listening to this movement music, I wrote this a long time ago, before I was a preacher. So there's a line in here that says, "I'm not your preacher, not your teacher, try Rachel Maddow." Anyway, it doesn't apply. But you're dismissed, do as you will. I know this lady, she's talking all the time. She thinks she knows me. She asked me for a rhyme about her lifestyle, and I politely said no, but she whined and she pleaded. So here goes. I just wrote a very angry boogie. Why you have to ask me why I feel so strong about the other ones, the ones that don't belong in our society? Why would I get involved? Come on, everyone's our sibling, let's evolve. This is the start of a very angry boogie. I could be wishing her ill or talking some smack or telling truths about her behind her back. I'm so hopping mad, but that's all right. I'm gonna hit unfriend on Facebook tonight. You are the ism that I try to knock down, like racism and sexism. You take the crown, you are a woman, and there's a serious plight for gender equality and equal rights. Watch out, this is a very angry boogie. I could be wishing her ill or talking some smack or telling truths about her behind her back. I'm so hoppin' mad, but that's alright. I'm gonna hit unfriend on Facebook tonight. You seem offended, maybe you really don't know, but I'm not your teacher, not your preacher. Try Rachel Maddow for some answers. If you really do care when you ask, what's a mosque and why would they put one there? Can you see why I had to write this angry boogie? I think you hate me with your sealed shut mind. I think I scare you because you cannot find my parameters. They're not inside a pretty box. I don't meet your Barbie standards. Oh my God, take a walk. This has been a very angry boogie. I hope you've enjoyed this very angry boogie. I could be wishing her ill or talking some smack or telling truths about her behind her back. I'm so hoppin' mad, but that's alright.